So one of the first dominoes in free agency has fallen, and it is Breanna Stewart, who is obviously one of the best players in the world. And not only that, she's had a really, really good last couple of months. She was really good at the end of Unrivaled. The shot started falling, was really good in the playoffs. And obviously her injury kind of screwed with New York. And if you are a New York fan or you're not surprised she's there, subscribe. We are trying to get to 58,000 subscribers by the end of the expansion draft. If we do before the start of the expansion draft, that'd be insane. Today is Wednesday. Shit. We need to get to like 57,920 subscribers by the end of the day. If we could do that, that would be insane. 12 more to go. That will put us on track, maybe. Because I think tomorrow's going to be pretty good video-wise. Either way, we got to talk about this for Breanna Stewart staying at the New York Liberty. Let's take a listen.
I will be staying in New York. I'm not planning on taking any free agency meetings. Even though I am unrestricted free agent, my family is set up here. We're solid here. Exactly. Bring that Statue of Liberty right out here. I'm gonna be back in New York, and that's all there is to it. So good luck to everybody else in free agency, but I'm not a part of that.
Y'all heard it here first, man. One of the best in the league. She stayed at her mark. Shout out to New York, man.
And not only that, obviously, look, Stewie is someone that is huge. She is not the only player to have fully committed to playing for the New York Liberty. It is, in fact, Sabrina Ionescu has also committed her future to the New York Liberty. Because this is kind of a big one because, first of all, you won't hear Jonquel Jones saying it because I don't think Jonquel Jones is coming back. Like, I think Jonquel was as good as Jonquel was to start the year. I thought Jonquel was horrendous in the playoffs. Like, yes, she was a finals MVP, but like drop-offs can happen quick. Drop-offs in basketball can happen quick, especially with the amount of money that Jonquel is going to cost. Like, drop-offs, it's one of those things where it's like, look, you just gotta go and make the best decision for your franchise. And if you're the New York Liberty, you don't have a first-round pick because you gave it up in the Natasha Cloud trade. You gave up that first-round pick to get Natasha Cloud, so it becomes really, really tough. But Sabrina and Stewie coming back is good for the Liberty, but I don't know what else they can get. I genuinely don't. I don't know what else the New York Liberty are going to be able to get in free agency. I don't know what they get because they don't have draft picks. The one good thing is that while they don't have draft picks, they have the rights to Raquel Carrera. They have the rights to Marine Photo. They have the reserve rights to Han Zhu. They have the... I get it, she's not going to come over because she didn't have a good season. She hasn't had a good season in a while. They have the rights to Annika Soltau. They have Kane as well. They have the rights to a lot of these players, and they might just eventually come over, which kind of makes up for the lack of draft picks. And they picked almost all of them up via trade. That being said, like, you're looking at a situation here with the Liberty where I don't see the Liberty coming out into the season with one of the 3 or 4 best rosters in the league. I just don't. And even if they do somehow keep the big 3 together and Stewie and Sab take a pay cut, like, I don't see either of them taking a big enough pay cut. Like, I don't see Jonquel taking a pay cut. Because whatever about Stewie and Sab, and this is what people are like, oh, Caitlin Clark can take a big pay cut to keep the band together. But it's like, Kelsey also wants to take one. And I can see Caitlin taking a bit of one. I can see Aaliyah taking a bit of one. I can't see Kelsey taking one. And like, Kelsey's someone who's almost made it clear, like, she's all about getting paid. So I don't see her taking one. And that's one of those things where it's like, I think we are in an era where a lot, like, you need to have a star. So it might be the way the new CBA is, you might need to have a superstar in a rookie deal to have any chance. Like, we might end up seeing a lot of short-term deals and a lot of vet free agents jumping from team to team to team because a superstar in a rookie deal is like a prerequisite to winning a title because it's basically an effective way to get 3 to 4 max players on your team. Like, when it comes to the Indiana Fever, I have no question about it. The Indiana Fever would be the best team in the WNBA if the Caitlin Clark rule didn't come into effect. Like if Aaliyah Boston wasn't wasn't eligible for a max, like you better believe every single power forward in the WNBA, the Indiana Fever, like would be interested in coming to the Fever. And like people are talking about Azare, they could max out Azare, they could max out Alana Smith. Like the Fever would have the best team in the WNBA if Aaliyah Boston didn't have that rule. But then it becomes a bit tricky, and it's even trickier for New York Liberty. Like obviously, Sabrina is the face of that franchise. I don't know if she ever leaves, and she's going to be there for a while. But if you guys don't know as well with their coaching staff has an average age of like 35. Like those young coaching staffs are normally for like young rebuilding teams. So I don't know what the long-term future is. Maybe look, they're going to run it back for 2026, 2027. And they're like, you know what? Look, we're going to run it back and then we're going to start trying to rebuild. Maybe they can convince Sabrina, being like, look, we're going to rebuild. If you you can leave if you want, or if you looked at what happened in Seattle with Sue Bird, like Sue decided to stay. They had a couple of really bad seasons. They got Jewel Lloyd followed by Breanna Stewart. She won 2 more titles. So it's like, look, you can stay as the face of this franchise. You can, heck, Taurasi. They got the number 1 pick in 2013 with Taurasi in Phoenix. And then 2014, they won a title. So you just never know, where it's like, look, we're not going to be great in a couple of years, but look, we're going to be smart. We're going to recruit well. We're going to draft well. We're going to recruit overseas, and we're probably going to put together an unbelievable team in 5 to 6 years. So I think Sabrina might be there for life. Stewie's there till the end of her career, and my guess is that Stewie probably has another 4 years in her. She probably has another 3 to 4 good years in her. I think she's born in 1994, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she's born in 1994, so she's probably got 3 really good years left in her. And that's probably it, because look, she hasn't, since 2023, she's kind of forgot to shoot. It kind of came back in a rival. Still one of the best players in the league, but like, she's probably, like, there's no debate anymore. Is she better than Angel Wilson at this stage? Even though there was up to a point. But yeah, this is pretty much it. This is obviously just talking about the New York Liberty, and who I think are a very interesting team coming into free agency, because they've got obviously Stewie, they've got Sabrina tied down. So it's whether or not they're able to keep that third star. Like, there's no way to keep Cloud. Like, there's a lot of players where you're like, look, there's no way to keep these players. That being said, the 2 main ones that they need to keep, they are keeping. So yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.